Yeah, Malibuka and Mustache are here though. Malibuka and Mustache looking decent. 6 splashes for Mustache. 31 below though. They need their surge tags.
That's common.
Yeah, they only need a couple tags though. It's 44 for this threshold, right? Yeah, 44.
They nearly always fight a team 4th or 5th zone anyway. So like this for them is not an uncommon position.
Have they got pre-edits?
Here we go, pre-edits. Yeah, every time.
Oh no, it wasn't a pre-edit. But they're going for Macwood because Kanata's already out. So Macwood solo. Still 31 below. They don't find the tag on him. They're popping splashes. They can't find him. They've lost him. Malibuka still getting hit. That's it. All right, 44. There we go. Vidil takes down Macwood, and that's it.
Vidil, okay, so he's fragged up as a solo as well now.
Yeah.
So they're second up above. Matt, they will continue that fight. Like, this is the time. All they do is just push until they get enough elims to keep going. So, like, if they don't find something now, they're going to find something in 5th zone.
Yeah. Avery Commandment down too.
That's rough.
That is rough. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Vidil.
Oh, this is
waiting for
one,
Macwood. Yeah. Oh, Macwood left his back open.
Oh,
Freebie.
He must have no match, surely, then.
He must have had no match.
Yeah. Okay. 44 up.
Oh, Kami Seti, man. Let's go. Dude, their mentality, I know they're dialed in right now.
Do elims. They're like,
they're looking good.
Nearly all of their elims are just like tags. Like, they never will take a fight. They'll just go bip, bip, pick up at like super easy elims like that. So to have 2 at this point is pretty damn good for them.
Yeah. 2 elims. End surge issue like that. They're doing so well. This has pretty much fixed all their problems. Z and KVR. Z with the backpack. Don't normally see me rocking the back flings, let alone at the highest level of competitive.
It's to carry the entire Brazil region when you win.
True. Gold lever, though. I don't know about that. They're doing well. Some of the teams we didn't expect to well are making it. Like, Pam's doing Fatch. We haven't seen them, which is great. That means they're just being consistent chill. Queasy Vino, 3 chili chugs and 2 pads. Okay, Queasy Vino taking high ground. Whether they hold it is another question, but they are taking it. 1,000,000%. Queasy Vino will be on high ground at some point this game.
Yeah, they're choppers. They're nearly always like second height, chop it out, double crank up. So for them, like I'm thinking this could either be pad front side, see who's there, or just do that as they do every other game.
Luda gets another kill too. Luda gets another kill in the feed.
Yeah. I know Vidil's a solo, but I don't really want to watch him as a solo.
No.
Because I just
I
know they're looking for a solo clutch
Queasy on high ground. There it is, bro. They pad up for it. Let's go. Can they hold it though?
Mustache as well. He's cranking for the same time.
This is gonna be the story of the weekend. Can Queasy and Vino hold high ground against the teams? Because they do it on EU. They do it against the best of the best on their region, but best of the world. Mustache, Malibuka goes down. They went for high ground and they lost to Queasy Vino. Tripern takes down Malibuka there for the finish too. 22 teams, 41 players. But I don't know why I watched a Mustache, man. He's not going to be able to do much with this. 1 launch pad, that's it. 14 builds. 28 above to 11 players have to go down. Oh, Cripple and Runa. Asia on the high ground. But nah, Queasy Vino are going to chop this or take it. They haven't given it up yet. They're on second high. No. The pad. Here we go. Oh. Yep, here it is. Vino Queasy. Nah, they're not letting Asia take the high ground. The full box. No, Runa gets out though. Vino takes it. Queasy still below them. Vino is not looking nervous. The mechs are on, but they're sitting in storm for a little bit too long. 28 builds for Queasy. They retake it back. Asia had their very brief 30 seconds in the sun, but Queasy and Vino, man, you're just not going to get it off them when they're stacked. But Queasy Vino pretty shambles, though. What's that, like 40 builds between them? That's looking
27 and 40. So that's nothing. So now you got to see who else has got good lobbies. Who's in second height? Who's now going to take height? Can they even get like a refresh from on height at that moment? I kind of doubt it.
With Alice, 78 player. Alice and Thresh, Phil team making endgame at all is honestly pretty impressive. Mariah gets taken out though. That means Vico's now going down solo. Alice gets the elim, 35 bills. Alice needs to try to do something, but honestly on the backside, he's going back for the med mist. Oh, I think he's getting a bit greedy here for the mini though, but yeah, he's still sitting there. Seti and Kami, 64 bills. Seti and Kami might make a play for high ground. They're on second height. Wait, Queasy got, I think Queasy got a refresh. Queasy's building double wood layers. I think Queasy got a refresh. I'm like 90% sure.
Potentially that might be them down to almost no mats at the same time though, so they have to figure out. Clicks at the front, Jukes.
He's got the clicks glasses. It's 76 bills. The clicks, 5 elims to the team.
And that's surprising. I didn't think that.
Peppo's still going. Peppo takes down Z Andy, bro. Asia's showing up pretty decent here. Joe trying to hold it down. Let's see if Joe's been hitting the pub or he's been hitting the creative. I don't know. 75 builds. 5 elims as well. Nah, if they get in here, I think he's down 14 HP. 2 ticks to zone. I think that's Zagu. Zagu's taking shots.
More Asia teams.
Kami and Seti on the high ground. Kami and Seti. Dude, no way. The LAN goats takedowns clicks. 4 elims, 8 teams, 15 players. Kami Kami and Seti turn it up. If you guys haven't been watching EU, Kami and Seti have almost never been on high ground. They just play low and mid. But honestly, I think Queasy Vino overextended themselves a bit too early. Thatch goes down. Trulex 4 HP. Can Trulex hold on though? I mean, Kami and Seti on high ground, that stacked. I don't think they lose it. I don't think they lose it. 7 elims for Zagu and Merim. Holy crap, the Alba duo, man. That is huge. No one would have expected that. I don't think we talked about that duo a single time.
I did. I asked you, how do you think they're going to do? And you sidelined the question.
I don't know, because I don't know. Vino's still up, though. Vino is still alive. So Queasy's going down. Vino's still alive. Acorn's in Storm. Kuel and Yumi. Kuel and Yumi, even on NA West, no one was backing Kuel and Yumi. This first game has been so confusing. Can Trulex find Vino, though? Trulex, beautiful positioning. He's on the low ground. If he chromes it, too, he can make sure no one has the edits. But I think Maru and Zegum, I think it's going to be them versus Kami Seti on the high ground for the 2v2.
It seems like it might be. And they seem to have the most mats left in the game. No one left as a solo. Vino with 12 builds. Look, Vino's the solo man, though. If someone's going to do it, it's going to be him.
He's still looking at high ground, even despite being a solo. This guy is like, nah. But he knows it's Kami Seti, and you have to know he knows it's a good team then. He respects Kami and Seti. So I think Vino is going to keep spraying them, but also stay down. Bro, it's playing out so slow.
Down to 30.
And no one's making the move. Everyone's playing so slow. Merim's mechs, though, looking pretty decent. Vino, 2 HP. Top 5. 8 players alive. He's got nothing in the med mist. It's glitched. One shot comes through. Good top 5, though. And Merim and Zagu, 7 elims still. Acorn finds that, though. Acorn's top 4 solo. Kuel and Yumi are now the focus from high ground, though. 5 eliminations for Kuel and Yumi. They get the edit through. Merim takes the big shot. Yumi go try and do something here. They can't take the wall, though, even on equal ping. Yumi and Kuel get the wall. There it is, but no, the bad edit comes out for Kuel. Double kill. 7 eliminations for NA West. It is now Acorn, Kuel, and Kami and Seti on high ground. I would put my life savings on the fact that Kami and Seti are taking game 1 of the Invitational. It is just too easy for them, surely. Do they have the heal off, though? No, Acorn's got med.
Oh, Acorn does.
24 seconds, though. It's not going to last long enough. I don't think it's going to last long enough. Kuel's going to have to fight high ground, but Acorn might get a second out of this. Kami and Seti can easily take down Kuel, but I don't think Acorn has enough in the med mist. Kuel's holding out. No build. Seti and Kami can't even replace a single build. Can they fall in? They just have to get in. They take him down. Kami, Seti, 2v1. 5 eliminations. Acorn in zone. Kami and Seti. Game 1 of the Invitational. Holy shit.
Let's go. My BL top that I'm wearing right now. Wearing proudly. Clearly because they're picking up winning game 1. That, you know what's funny is every time I've seen them switch their playstyle like the last couple months, I'm like, it's not working. Because they've gone like height and it's, you know, it's not been the greatest last few seasons for them. But now it's like, when it works, that works.
Yeah, Chad is saying the Kami Seti day 1 curse, though. Kami Seti day 1.
That's bullshit.
Nah, it's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit too.
That's just a phrase that people say. Let's talk numbers and stats instead.
Dude, Acorn 2nd place. I said this in a video. I think if there was a World Cup solo tomorrow, I'm putting my money on Acorn. I genuinely think Acorn might be the best player in the world right now.
I'm not here to ruin the magic.
Oh, Yanis and Vidil. Thomas gets the kill, though. So Thomas is solo clutch, and this might be the solo clutch of the tournament. We'll see.
Know it, man.
There's potential. Vino hitting the shots, but 130. Okay, if Vino and Queasy have a good game out of this, there is going to be no zones that cause them issues. This is probably one of their worst zones.
It's weird, like, Queasy often complains about South Zones, but he doesn't really do that badly.
No, he doesn't. He picks edge map because he likes to rotate. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just
like, oh, no zones.
He just wants the wins. Yeah, he just wants the wins for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Larson and Smite.
And like still up again. So this is about the same position they made it to last time before going down.
Yeah. Huge refresh there.
With Surge, though.
So many splashes too.
I don't know much about Smite and Larson. When I was
there's not much to know. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're just, you know, they're always good, but like
big names.
Yeah, no, they're always good. And they're just kind of, you know, just there. Anas and Pink though. Anas and Pink still.
Hen and Vortex on height. Hold on, Hen and Vortex on height. This could be actually really good.
Yeah, the double fragger. Yeah.
Because they pulled this overall zone. Obviously, they just dropped straight south of here.
Queasy Vino get past them. Does Vino get beamed though? Nah, they will never land on it, but I'm just making sure Vino gets past. Vino gets past. They're setting up for opposite. He's going for it, bro. Queasy. And Vortex and Hen jump off it. Queasy bitches Hen off high ground. No. Queasy Vino. 2nd time on high ground. 2nd game in. But the problem was last time they had high ground, but they couldn't hold it. Can they hold it?
Yeah, 2 games in a row, same position. Now they have slightly better materials. I don't know if they have a pad. Usually Vino would chuck the pad to Queasy, and he doesn't have anything on him right now at all. So, like, I wonder if they have a pad at all, because they just had to use it there to get into that position. So if they pull a max zone, they almost definitely won't be able to stay up.
Yeah, that's very true. And oh no, they get zone though. That's them. Oh no, it's not them. That's a max zone. Almost max zone. You're right. They're on that east side, aren't they? Yeah. Full south and on the west side. Yeah. So no one pulls zone here, but Vino Queasy wants to play. Thomas solo gets it. Miro Booga mostly go off the chug splash, the chrome splash end games too. So them front side is pretty big here. 91 builds for Queasy. Gold shotgun on Queasy must mean Vino also has gold shotgun, right?
Yeah,
there's no chance Queasy's getting a better shotgun than Vino. No chance in hell. Booga gets their first kill onto Merim. So Merim and Zagu, who are in second, are down, or at least one of them is. Here comes the
crap mats though.
They got two. They got 2 chili chugs and the chrome splashes, so they can they don't need an instant refresh though.
No. Ooh, Kamiseti. That's like 1 headshot and Kami's out here.
Yeah, Kamiseti. And they got splashes. Was that a keg? Was that a keg for Kami too though as well?
I think it might be, but his white HP still rough. You're right. If they get together,
2 splashes, drop the keg. Yeah, they're chilling. Here it is. There's the keg. 2 splashes. I think they're good. Vino Queasy though, hold the high ground. Waylon Reed, 3 elims going past it. NA West is looking good this game so far. 228 above, 1 more launch pad. I don't think Waylon Reed are going to go for high ground though. They've hardly been going high ground on West. I doubt they want to do it on Invitational. Kanata goes down. Mac with solo. First time we've seen the big Mac on camera. 33 builds though.
For a Phil player, doing pretty damn well as well.
Very damn well, yeah. Boogamira, come on the goats. Here we go. Boogamira had a rough start. They got to jump up here. We can't have the EU straight.
Mac can.
Yeah, we can. You're like, I'm totally fine with this. We definitely can.
Vortex. Please stop focusing on the solos. I don't need more Mac with POV. Let's check in with some of the top players. Epic whale down, Reed down to 10 HP also, but 18-point game is not bad.
Vino, bro, they're so good. But wait, Thomas still going. Thomas gets a kill on a Faz, bro. Thomas has been solo since like 4th zone. Bro, the Tripper and carry memes is just... And Ryan! Bro, Thomas is... Oh no, Queasy takes down Thomas though. Here it is, Miro versus Faizen. Miro Booga, they can't take the wall. The Brianna's come through. Faizen stuck. Gets the cone. Miro doesn't hit him hard enough though. Miro, 90 tag. Boogamira have to get out of here. They gotta get the finish and get out. 1 chili chug, throw the chili chug, carry the meds. 13 teams, 19 players, 22 points this game. Boogamira had a really rough game. 1 Macwood goes down just outside top 10, but Smite and Larson with the shadow tracker. We got the exotic at the Invitational.
Where did they even get this at that point? Look, Queasy Vino's still on height. What I don't know is Brazil was popping off. Kitos is still up on this as well, and KBR was also fragging out this match. So
Cold and Scented.
Like another multi-region game.
And Cold and Scented have been getting elims. Like you said, they've been fragging. I think Cold and Scented up there. We haven't seen them yet, but Smite and Larson, 6 elims for Smite Larson, 4 for Hen Vortex. These are our 2 fraggers from EU. No IGL or Mex, and I'm not going to lie, Smite and Larson are holding their own right now against 2 of the best fighters, probably one of the best fighting teams. Cold gets another elim. 3 elims for Cold and Scented. Scented's rocking the OG Scented soccer skin. Cold has to drop down though. Cold on back top is getting hard focused. Queasy and Vino. It took 2 games, but I'm thinking Queasy Vino might be picking up their first win. But Kamiseti, game 1 winners here inside top 7. 4 elims. They got to get a refresh though. Hen takes down Trulex. Smite on the back foot, but can Kamiseti find the refresh on low ground? Vortex takes down Kami. Smite holding on for dear life.
He's in the corner. He's right next to him. No, Seti goes down as well. Okay, Smite's down to 4 HP, but he's got nothing. He needs to get the mats because he can't get up this hill.
Smite can't. He's dead. Zone's going to take him.
It's over. It's over.
Zone's going to take him. Vortex is a solo. I think Kiko's down below, and then we have Queasy. Oh no, Cold and Scented. Queasy Vino went down to Cold and Scented. I totally missed that. I apologize. Scented and Cold, the high ground kings. NA on top. But Vortex and Hen, like we said, Vortex and Hen have been underperforming so much this season because they're a double fragger team. There is no IGL in this duo. 2 of the best fraggers on EU. Can Cold and Scented outplay them from the high ground? They have the advantage, but just like that, Cold gets beamed. Vortex and Hen with the 3-2-1, but Vortex no builds. Gets back under the builds. If they win this, Hen and Vortex are ridiculous.
Aim Jewel. Look, this is a zone they pulled early on. This is almost in their drop spot. Scented has 3 builds. I don't know what Cold's got, but we know this.
I don't think many. I think 0.
Wait, Smite died. Smite died down there below. There might be some mats that they can pick up.
Good comms, and they've gone in. They've gone into Storm. I think you're right. I think they've gone back in Storm for the refresh here. Scented and Cold are going to run out of builds. I think before Hen and Vortex. They're building on something. They've got mats. You're right. They got the smite refresh. Hen and Vortex have a chance to at least go for a bloom battle here, and Cold is sent to get beat, but Cold goes back, centered on 30 HP. Cold hits the shot. Vortex, Hen, can they survive though? Vortex and Hen stuck down the bottom, they lose. Cold and Center just don't peek, just step back, just win, don't risk it, and they do. Centered and Cold, 6 elim win, and all 6 of them on Cold from the contested mid-map. How did they do it? How did Sentinel and Cold even make it to endgame? Did they kill Pars and Raze? I don't think they did. Did they just win?
Once the game loads up, but holy, like, let's give the props, okay?
Yeah.
Cold and Sentinel won the game, but Hen and Vortex in that game, for a team who is just fragging and relying on like raw skill alone, holy, they did good.
Do you think for a double fragger team though, getting zone is an advantage because they're not as good with setting up the surge, so it gives them more time to fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the teams that did well that game, a lot of the time were relatively in that area. Like Boog and Miro did much better. It's in their home spot as well. Yeah. It's like that is a zone that works well for them. Max, distance, do I see it being the same? Well, no, because we didn't see that in the first game. Let's see what the interview is.
You gotta tell me though, how did you take height?
So Queasy and Vino just dropped on our sidewalls and we insta-edited and just shot him.
I mean,
shoot him in the head! Shoot him in the head,
baby! Shoot him in the head!
How did you know how to take them down? Obviously, you guys were kind of in the high ground, low ground
all
fight.
6 elims on
like?
Honestly, Cold to just drop above him and sit there. I don't know. He did most of it that game. He played really well. He's the GOAT.
All right, man. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, bro.
You both are the GOAT now. That is
crazy.
Cold is so good. Cold is so good. Vino, Queasy 100% win this game with their loadouts and the zone. Queasy, Vino get zone. But like I said, Queasy historically has been worse when he gets zoned as an IGL. But I mean, if he's pulled it off here, that's a huge sign. Speaking of Brazil.
Titos and P's in below, 100 below.
And
thing is, being on low ground, like you don't have angles to take shots here unless people are rotating, and a lot of people are gonna pad. Your tops will be covered. Like,
oh, that's it. No, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. 44. Though 44. It's down. It's gone.
Okay.
This lobby's died out a lot faster. 3 elims. Bro, that is the caliber of this lobby. They have 3 elims and they're still below surge. Like that's so painful. Like what?
Well, one of those on Arthur and Mixon early on. Don't know what the remainder of them have been. Like, they have such good mats. If they manage to get through next threshold, they're chilling.
I mean, I'm seeing healthy positioning, and I haven't seen the loop, but I'm seeing good health and good positioning on Acorn Edgy, and that has me excited. Half pulls. Is that balloon in? No, that balloon's not in.
So good.
This is massive.
Oh, they've landed on the launch pad though, so they can reuse that for later.
Oh, true. I mean, the only thing I'll get is a short pad out of it. There's no way they can get a high pad out of that. Everyone's going to base up here. Tripburn, though. Tripburn and Thomas versus Joe and Z Andy. That's going to be a good fight if they take it, but I think Tripburn's just alphaing the layer. I don't think they need it. 244 above. They got Thomas with a zone. This man was definitely just posted on a mountain hitting headshot after headshot. Just like that. Just like that.
Late rotate's not going to manage keeping through. That's the thing, like with the 2 double fraggers, those kind of rotates, you'd be in such a better position already if someone called it. That's unfortunately not going to work out.
Pink goes down to Zagu as well. Acorn and Edgy are in a beautiful spot. Aqua Reed's on a good spot. I'm seeing Macwood Kanata get sprayed down, though. I'm pretty sure Macwood and Kanata are going down here. Edgy and Acorn, look at the loadout. This is pretty solid. The 66 build scares me a little bit, but oh my god. 3 gold weapons and a purple. Acorn Edgy got the fighting loadout. The corn's not got me too excited, though, but... Oh, look, what is this? A Nas ping. Oh, sorry. A Nas got res, but Vino goes down to Zagu. So Zagu has taken EU names right now.
Dang. I mean, you could just going past my Acorn joke.
Sorry.
Acorn with an Acorn, and is it? Oh, Jesus.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Queasy Vino get wiped out, though. Queasy's face. He's not happy. That was Zandy. Joe and Zandy now get the loadout and the 10 splashes. Whoever just said Queasy and Vino are winning, you cursed them, not me. I saw it in chat. Someone said they're winning.
It was polarized.
Was it polarized? Nah, unlucky Polar. That's weird, bro. You're weird for that shit. Booga only held up by 1 wood ramp here, though. Booga Mira going to make the rotate pass. Cold and scented after last game win. Game 1 died on spawn, went down 50th. Game 2 win. So we've had literally started from the bottom. Now we're here moment. And we're here in game 3, only 32 above, though, with 83 builds. Aqua and Rezon. Oh, here it is. The classic Aqua pad, the pad onto high ground. This might be the Aqua win. There is no way we have 12 games and Aqua don't win, but no, they're struggling to set up the pad right now. The throwable pad is not hitting the same as the trap pad, and Tripburn gets cut off. Oh my god, who was that? Whoever just came flying on Tripburn and Thomas, that was disgusting. Pink takes down Savage.
Was that Epic Whale? I think it might have been him. He's right behind him, I think, at that point.
Whoever it was flying.
Okay, so Andy Joe managed to take height after picking up Queasy Vino. Aqua's going to the front side, maybe? I don't see them not taking height at any point during this game. It's just not happening.
I don't know. If Aqua Rezon don't have another pad, that's honestly the classic for them, though. Mira goes down. Booga now has to play the white meds down below. 258 above. Not going to go down to Surge, but Joe and Zandy. Aqua staying on second height. There it is. No, Aqua and Rezon. That's a very, very specific position. But 90 builds on Joe, and he's the one on back top. I think they got the... Oh, here it is for Aqua. Oh, my God. He loves his pads. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, no, okay, he's just going...
Short pad.
He might be just going to front side to spray back. Okay, so Aqua Rezon have given up.
Going low.
Well, Joe and Zandy had like almost 150 mats between them, or builds, I should say. They're chilling.
Thing is, that's a fully maxed zone, which means that dead side's like on that zone transition, front side's completely free. They can hit the pad, claim it instantly. It's like classic low ground claim on a zone transition.
Acorn goes down. Pink gets 2 elims as well. Kitos and fires in. Your boys here. 4 elims on the low ground. Tripper's out fragging Thomas, but Acorn goes down, so it's looking like it's just Edgy here. I think Edgy is still up from what I saw. There he is. Edgy's still going. Avery Commandment. We need to start focusing on NA East names right now. NA East is definitely underperforming so far on the leaderboard. Booga takes down Zhu as a solo. Gonna get the mat refresh. Gonna get a bit of meds here, but only has still 19 builds even with the refresh. And he's an open clear. Sky gets another shot through Booga. 15 builds. He's on that second height, though. If he steps out here in the open, either Thomas or I'm going to guess Joe and Zandy's going to find him. He's not in a good layer. And there it is. Thomas lurking at the back. Gets their 3rd elim of the game.
I think we're about to see the classic Thomas HD solo clutch. Not seen it in quite some time, but again, I think we're ready. I think I'm ready, right?
I think we're ready, but Rezon's trying to do his best as well on the low ground. 53 builds, 5 eliminations, 25 HP, but he's got double med miss, so Rezon could be quite healthy here, and he's in a great spot. The only player so far in that low ground to get above the hill. Thomas has to try and make his way above it as well. He's dropping down low layers. I don't think he's checked map. He doesn't realize he has to have it ahead of him. A 27 tag, gets another one, 3 tags, takes him down. I don't even know who that was. He's going to go down. Thomas doesn't get the siphon. Of course, it's a duo. You called the Thomas clutch, but it was a solo.
Nah. Unfortunately, not there. Zagu's still up, though. Miriam goes down. Sanded also picked up. Okay, that's a big game. That's 6th place for them. But look, Zagu, another 4 elim game. They were in 7th place coming into the match, so like... Wait, can he get the res?
He might get the res. We might get a second... Wait, but this is about to be a last rotating zone res here for Zagu and Merrim, who are high on the leaderboard. Chimp and Scram are combining on the low ground. Chimp and Scram. This is one of the first times we've seen one of our fill teams make it this far in the end game. Top 3 situation. Zagu doesn't get the res. He is now on a 2v1 against this high ground, but Zagu's going for it. Joe and Zandy, they're getting overconfident. They drop down, but no, never mind. It wasn't confidence. Zandy finds a beautiful angle. Zagu behind the walls. Nice use of the chrome splashes to try to stall them, and they are going to go back up, so Zagu lives to fight another day. And right now, Zagu is playing for second. Chimp is playing for second. Neither of them are playing for first because there is absolutely no chance they outplayed Joe and Zandy here. They're high ground. They're healthy. Zagu's got 20 HP left. They're searching for him. The Sharks are circling. Andy and Joe are going to pull off potentially, I mean, you got to imagine, right, Reese? A 9 elim win.
Look, if Zagu clutches this, he's the GOAT. We'll just give him the whole title, give him the crown, give
him everything.
Whatever it is.
Give him the Swarovski trophy, but...
And Andy win game number 3. Let's go.
Game 3, bro. Joe and Zandy again. Joe, been hitting the pubs. Apparently been, you know, hitting the VODs too. Not bad. And that's a far north zone. That's a terrible zone for them, right?
Yeah, that's like a fully maxed distance. That's almost as max as it can get.
I think it is, yeah.
As max as it can
so we got Queasy. Oh, tie with Merrim and Zagu, dude. Holy shit. Dude, Asia going crazy. What
Japan,
the fuck?
Brazil,
But like the scene in Fortnite is massive.
This is what
in Japan.
you love
like,
to see
huge.
from
Yeah.
an
It's getting so
international
much bigger.
event. Queasy and Vino were fan favorites coming in from EU, but
and
now seeing
Zagu.
Merrim and Zagu,
That's key.
I need to check this. I need to check the actual
Many
leaderboard.
people.
Yeah,
They
91,
showed it for
yeah.
like Bro, why did they show that leaderboard for like 2 seconds?
And they both got such similar match histories. One bad game, like going down like, you know, kind of mid-late game. Or like early late game, I should say. And then 2 like top 5. They're doing really well. And then Joe and Zandy, 86 points in 3rd. Fireson and Ketos, 84. And then Kami Seti. That's crazy. 2 of the top 5. Wow. 1 from Asia, 1 from Brazil, man. Like, what?
Top NA East team is in 7th. And that's contested.
And that's a contested, yeah, last and smite. So cold and centered right now, you have to think probably they're con 2. The only 2 teams in top 10 for NA East are con. Oh, Fashion Pamstu. Fashion Pamstu have been kind of sleeper, man. We haven't really seen them at all, and they're like, currently in 10th.
They are just, you know what? When you say Fashion Pamstu to me, my brain just goes 10th. And like I put them as that on NA East when I was like, yeah, they'll be 10th in NA East.
They're
and
just
now, like,
consistently
here,
10th, yeah.
They're 10th again. Yeah. I think they're just like a 10th team.
Prinkin and Ars tournament, man, it's crazy how few points there are in this right now. Like, one win really does put you so high up. Like, I'm looking at the match history of 10th. That's a pretty ass match history, let's be real. Like, you know what I mean? It feels weird for 3 games in that's 10th, but like, it's just, I guess it's the caliber of the lobby. Like, no one's just running away with it as much. So it's kind of like the points are just jostling so evenly around, you know?
Here's the thing for like Cammy and Seti, they have to play like if they want to win a tournament, they have to play like a perfect game. Ooh,
yeah, true.
Malibu and Mustache. I saw them get 2 elims earlier, so they're refreshed total, and all the games they do well is pretty much the exact same thing. Juice and Click's in a good spot. Is this the exact same zones we just saw the game before? This is like exactly the same 5th zone as well.
Yeah,
someone forgot the script.
spicy.
Someone messed the script up here.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, someone messed up the script. Clicks and Dukes, though. Bro, Clicks doesn't look like Clicks with this angle, bro. Clicks needs to fix his face cam angle at home. Clicks is looking like mad mature at the moment. Oh, he's looking older. It looks weird. I don't like it.
Jowly.
Jowly? Wait, what? What?
You're not looking jowly, you know? You got like bigger cheeks.
That's the, I mean, that's what I think. That's like at home. I think Clicks maybe just also has just been real healthy. My man's lost a bunch of weight. I think.
Okay, wait. Zagu's out. Zagu's out.
Oh, Zagu goes down.
Eliminated in the top right.
Yeah,
he's went down 25th. So
Even
99
tier 1
points
gifted,
he was
bro.
down on.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, for the leaderboard, man, we were talking about. Okay, so 100%. We asked the question at the start of the stream: is this lobby better than an EU finals lobby? And some of us said no. I was questioning it. Yes. Just from the leaderboard alone, from what we've seen from some of the Brazil and Asia teams we didn't expect much from, this is definitely better than an EU finals lobby. So this leaderboard is so close right now. We currently have 1st, 2nd, and 3rd dead, and it was already close. This is going to be nuts. Oh, Usury,
oh my
16
God,
below.
aggressive.
That was 16 below. They kind of have to be right now. They've got the high ground, but they could just. This is the high ground curse. When everyone bases up and you get high ground, but you have to drop off it because you don't have surge. But there we go. Zhu hits the shots. Remember, Zhu was supposed to be playing with Stompy Chat, and Stompy unfortunately getting sick. So Usury stepping up. They're also conned by Alex and Bailey at Coney, though. So they got to make all these games count. And they're only just above. 48 above. We're at 44 now, though, but we're going to have to lose 14 players before first rotating zone finishes. And they have very little ammo.
Are the opposite height, though. That could be massive. Okay, zone pulls to the west. So that goes towards... Yeah. It does. It goes towards them.
Smite and Larson are doing so well. They lost game 1, Muzz and Luda, and since then have been doing so well. When they make it off spawn, which has been every game but 1, they're looking really good.
They're in 7th. So they are doing very good. Ooh, this could be another Scented and Cold match, though. This could be another Scented and Cold match.
4 chili chugs, and they love to run up. The problem is they love to run up low and mid. If it keeps pulling west, I'm calling a Scented Cold pop-off. If it comes back east, I'm saying no. They do much worse in water zones. Yeah, they're not fans of water. They really run that ulti low layer, like feet on the ground, crouching under half their tarps. Like they play like low as low can get when they do. Yeah, especially with chili chugs.
Malibuca's got 90-something builds. Mustache has 58. This is like setting up to be a good game for them already as well. Like, there's someone who's going to land instantly, take a fight after this launch pad as soon as they get there. Ooh, 29 below for Cold and Scented.
Yeah, and that's not how you want it to play.
With no pad.
Yeah,
no pad.
Like I said, water zones don't usually tend to be too great for them. Every time I've seen Cold and Scented in water zones, it never ends too well.
Man,
doesn't normally end that bad. I thought they'd at least make the first rotate, and then if it goes back, they'd struggle. But yeah, that's rough to see.
Jesus, you sprint so fast.
I know. Oh, Nas and Pink. We haven't seen him on high ground once yet. We're talking about Clicks and Dukes doing well. I am so surprised at how well both teams are doing out of Joneses. And 5 elims, all of them on Pink. A Nas in the backpack right now. Very surprising on the elims.
Bro, they are just such good players, to be honest. Like, they still don't get the respect that they should. I hope if they get a top 5 or something like that right now, people internationally can put a bit of respect on their name.
Definitely. But Kami and Seti right now. Kami and Seti first place after the first couple games. Senta not going down without a fight, though. Cold already sitting down here, but Artor goes down. Senta might be able to pull something off. 38 builds. I thought he was going to go for the balloon there, but Avery and Commandment take the high ground from a Nas and Pink. NA Commandment landing on that high ground. Commandment and Avery, despite being our FNCS champions on NA, did go very quiet, but Commandment and Avery always go quiet. Similar to Bugamiro, they don't take Cash Cups seriously. Whether you hate it, whether you love it, they just don't take them seriously. But when there's big money on the line, Commandment and Avery do tend to show up. 4 elims, 3 of them on Avery. And as you can see, Seti and Kami are now in second on 100 points, and Smite and Larson contested on 95 Reese.
That's crazy. PH is down in first, which you missed as well. Obviously, third and fourth also out. So leaderboard shaking up massive. I think again, this is just a Cammy and City. I don't want to say win, but this is going to be a classic place at the second or third. Climb up the leaderboards with a consistency, and maybe even a Malabuka solo at the same time.
Maybe Malabuka with the chili chug. Now we've got the 2 chrome splashes too. 12 teams, 21 players. Pink's now lurking. His 7 elims up on Pink though. My man is bragging right now. Kind of focusing on the solos a bunch here, but I think Commandment Avery is still in this one. Yusri goes down. Savage is still going. I call Savage Eyedrop to have a decent game. I don't know if Eyedrop's fallen yet. Pink goes down to Clicks, so don't fight on Spawn, but they find each other in the end game. And Smite and Larson, our second highest point team alive right now, looking like they go down, and they do. They're going to go down to Clicks and Dukes, and Savage and Eyedrop are actually still looking really good here.
Cammy down as well. Cammy Seti picked up. No, Seti's still locked in a solo. Thomas HG goes down, so it's Tripper left. Okay, can he clutch? We've seen so many Tripper and solo clutches through a bunch of these Joe FNCSs. Let's put some respect on his name to get some points back up the lobby here. Whether
they actually show him though, but Malabuka still going solo on the low ground. There it is, Tripper's around the corner though, and here he does, he takes him down, takes down one. That's 2 solos. Can he get the second? Malabuka puts down Rifty, Tripper's still there, Clicks goes down, Acorn goes down, and no! Malabuka just missed the shots onto Tripper. Reese, you asked for it, now he's 1v1 against Seti. Oh, 55 tag, it was edgy. Tripper was so close, and Seti bides his time. He waited. Seti didn't edit once on any of those fights, and he gets like the quintuple cleanup mats.
Bull's back in this as well. Savage, you called they're gonna have a good game. 5 elims to their name, but not a single build left. Who they fighting? Yumi at the backside of the zone. He's picked him up too. It could be the 2-piece, but no, the single's gonna be enough. That's gonna be the siphon that comes through. Bides himself a little bit of time as he gets straight back to the front side of the zone.
Oh, Savage gets another one here. Savage going crazy. Solo, it's Seti down below. So it's Savage, Seti, and I'm still trying to figure out who's on high ground.
Commandment Avery.
It's Commandment Avery. They're still up there. So Seti and Savage again. I got to imagine here playing for second unless we can get some kind of telepathic EU comms going here. They are going to have to both go for high ground, but Savage is dropping down. Savage is going to have to run to Seti. He goes to the box, faces in the wall, but a good third place. Seti in a 2v1, and Avery and Commandment, the NA East FNCS champions, picking up what, game 4. That was a big one. NA needed that. NA really needed that.
NA needed that big time. Of course, Smite and Larson are up near the top of the leaderboard, but going into that game, Avery and Commandment were in 22nd place. So they'd had a couple mid-games already, you know, some 25th to 31 and then a 7th. Now they've won. Like, that seems like a roll that's starting to happen.
I think so. That was good. That was a good game. Bro, this leaderboard is going to be so close. Like, what? So one, bro. That is a close leaderboard. That is too fast for me. I need to see that again. Bro, what is that?
Great. That's rough, but they need to put those leaderboards on for longer.
They do.
But that is rough for Queasy, dropping down 5 places from first all the way down to 6th now.
So in the top, as far as the small regions go, we've got Brazil, Asia. Brazil, Brazil again. 2 Brazil teams in top 10. Damn. Okay. And so who we got? So outside that, so we had Joe and Ziani just dropped out, Avery and Commandment. Then we have Kuel and Yumi. Clicks and Dukes making their way up. Savage and Eyedrop, Fashion Pamsu, Malabuka Mustache, Bevy's Vortexes, Trulex Chico, Macwood Kanata. Yeah, my top 10 is just not looking good, eh? My top 10 is just looking
It's the way it always is when you hit predictions.
Oh, here we go. Bailey and Alex, come on, OCE, baby. Show it to him.
OCE versus Mustache and Malabuka.
And Mustache and Malabuka are very healthy, I would add. Completely so healthy. If oh, God, don't lose.
Oh, no. Come on, guys.
Sorry, Alex still healthy. That's all that matters. Alex is healthy. That's all that matters, right? Right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is the EU versus OCE Extreme. I think they don't even care. They don't even look in that way. Just checking out different
Malabuka Mustache just got a bit of surge, a little bit of shit on there. Oh, wait, no, Alex and Bailey take down Allison Threats, though. Allison Threats jump in, but that gives a chance to Malabuka and Mustache. 398 above. They don't need this fight, but they need the loot, and they need the refresh. Barker on one. Jump in and close out on Alex and Bailey. So now it's on NA West to see if they can hold out Mustache and Malabuka. It looks like they're going to rotate away. Alex and Bailey go down.
Multi-regional fight, isn't it? Basically every region you can imagine is getting involved.
Yeah, the international exchange right here. We're all just piling into the same one by one because we need surge though.
International and EU, of course.
Okay, of course. Their own region, their own nation for sure. One nation. Okay. Oh, I like that eliminated kind of like thing there.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just about to say that.
Thomas with 1 pad, and I don't know what Tripburn has left. They still got 4 splashes, 2 minis. Great on mats. 4x1 metal box. 2 pads on Tripburn, so 3 pads. You feeling a Thomas high ground, you think?
No, I don't think they should.
You don't think so?
For Thomas and Tripburn, like... if they take high ground, they take it at the end of 8th zone. That's usually the way that they do it, by playing frontside every single time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that changes without grapple gloves, because that was their strategy previously. If they take it early, I'd be surprised. No surprise, 3 games out of the 5, Queasy and Vino been on high. The other 2, they've been dead.
Yeah, so. Literally, if Queasy and Vino aren't dead coming into half, they're on high ground. That is the statistic. And Vino hitting his shots onto a Nas. Good God. And Vino has the Ranger. I actually prefer watching Vino play with a Ranger, especially on high ground, because you can still hit like 100 tags from up here. So if they start running low on AR ammo, he can still get refreshes, still put out pressure without having to drop down like they did on Cold and Centered. We'll see. We'll see whether it plays out. But what I want to see right now is zone, and they get an opposite zone again. Queasy and Vino are getting really bad zone RNG in late games. They've taken high ground 3 times and haven't got a single rotating zone once.
That is poor. I do want to know though, like, if they're height now and they're tarp out a little bit, they can be the last in the air by using the pad and still land.
They'll probably double dip. I think they'll double dip pad, honestly, probably. Like Vino was one of the first people doing that with DJ's coaching back during solo all-stars. They'll probably, maybe though. No, they've gone down a little bit. They're not the highest. Tripper's the highest, but zone pulling into such an odd spot. This is one of the worst areas on the map for zones. You want Polar Peak vibes, this is what you're going to get. That zone going anywhere is either going off the mountain or up the mountain. It is literally at the peak of one of the biggest mountains on this map right now.
Well, that's true, and all these players that have dropped down to low ground there and scuffed and shambles outside of Redguard picking up all the Z's. He's been a solo for so long this game, by the way, like almost the majority of that, and now he's got 4 elims too. Like, he's climbing up the leaderboards just by his own efforts alone. The piece!
The piece! The Andy almost gets it. 1 launch pad, 2 chili chugs. So there's a team that can afford to drop down layers for safety and then pad back up if they need it. But Queasy still on the high ground. Vino in the sky, so Vino's the highest. 10 splashes, 100 builds. This could be Queasy and Vino's second win of the day. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Wait, they win the game earlier?
With you.
Did they win another game? No, they didn't. That's when they got beat by Kami Seti. So Queasy Vino looking to pick up their first win of the day. They're 10 points behind first, so that would put them first place, you have to imagine. But Z, Andy, and Joe right now. Beautiful layer. The Chili Chug tarping coming out. Refscard, as you shouted out, Reese has been solo for so long now. That's going to be a refresh on a Belusi potentially. I don't know how many mats he has. It's only Siphon. So why Belusi's in such a terrible layer. But Refscard holding on for dear life. The zone's pulling up, down, out. Joe gets hit in the back, and Z Andy runs straight through Refscard.
Okay, Tripper and Thomas HD still in it. Joe, tons of materials still. Remember, 63 builds. They were like cap, that 50-50 zone, and now they've managed to basically just keep it going all the way through. Like, I don't think this is a game win for them at all, but if they get a second or third, they're going to be first or second on the leaderboard overall.
On 1 and Barker, NA West, 5 eliminations. They did get their spawn fire, jumping down here a little bit lower. 13 teams, 22 players. So we haven't even got inside top 10 teams yet. Joe, beautiful play there onto Noah Riley. Not an easy player to out mechanic, but it looks like Noah Riley was in a rough spot with material. Joe gets stuck on the door edit, and Queasy and Vino. I called a win earlier, and Censored and Cold disrupted it. Censored and Cold are still in this lobby. We could have a repeat. Meanwhile, Barker, no one on the low ground, and no, Barker misses the pump shot. Finishes up Vico, though. Vico pulling out the harpoon, taking a leaf out of Mr. Savage's book. Doesn't pull it off as well, though. But Censored and Cold are still in this. Queasy just picks up 2 elims on the high grounds.
Falconer, and that was also Hellfire up into this late as well. So guys from the bottom of the lobby still doing pretty good. A lot of the teams that we weren't expecting to do so well, they haven't seen that much of, not doing, doing well in this game. They kind of totally flipped it on their heads.
I'm thinking we might have NA East low ground kings versus EU high ground kings. Censored Cold versus Queasy Vino, but Thomas and Trippin are up this whole time. Thomas and Trippin aren't giving up the low ground. They had a 10-point lead over Queasy and Vino on first, but 8 eliminations for Queasy and Vino. If they win this game, there is no chance they are not in first place. But Cold and Centered doing their best to hold off Trippin and Thomas here on the backside. Cole's got 0 mats. I don't think Center's doing much either. Bevies right now, you got to pay attention to the solos in these situations, because they are the ones who make the difference, who they key. Goes down, Grolls goes down. EU has had friendly fire on all day, and even in this end game, it's now Centered as a solo, and I believe that's Vino Queasy as a high ground 2v1v1. Queasy Vino looking to potentially, I have to think, pick up their first win of the weekend.
It should be. They also have 9 splashes. Doesn't matter which way it goes. Zone pulls anyway. They pretty much say, if they don't win this, this is the biggest choke in history. Of course, they're gonna 11 eliminations as well. Let's go, Queasy and Vino.
11 elims. We're waiting for it. It was not an if they get a win this weekend, it was a matter of when. Queasy and Vino were going to get a win. And I love that you called that. If they make endgame, they are on height. That has literally been the story. There has been 2 games where they weren't on height at half-half. they were dead. Oh, Waylon Reed on the high ground though. First time we've seen this one. NA West on top. Let's see how they go here.
I want to see them win.
I want to see them have a good game. Oh, but Refsguard must need Surge because he's not even 100. He's not even 100, and he's building for height. Refsguard needs Surge. There's no other reason for this play, right? Yeah, he's getting hit by Surge. Oh, Storm Surge active. Reed and Whale are gonna.
I was gonna say a Reed miss. Really that's uncharacteristic.
Oh, it's on land though. You never know. Okay. Reed and Whale just got bitched off high ground from an 80 health Refsguard. But there's no way for them to know that. But I think that's the difference. That's where Queasy and Vino would have been like, who is this dipshit? Let's shit on him. Where like Reed and Whale are like just a kind of a little bit more scared, I guess.
It's that's why they're in 37th right now. I'm really surprised about that, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they'll split coming into next season.
Potentially.
If it's duos, you know?
Vino Queasy here, only 72 above, but 11 splashes. So they got room to play with. They only have to have 5 go down, and Refsguard still has high ground. Waylon Reed, look up. You only saw one player. You shot at him once and missed. Please,
bro,
look up.
These other regions getting bitched out by a 60 HP solo Refsguard on height with no.
Hit it, Refsguard. Let's go. Wait, Queasy Vino going to be on high ground. Queasy Vino are going to look for it. They're going to look for it, and they're going to get it because it's free. No one's looking for high ground. Queasy and Vino are going to look for it. Here it is. Yep, they're landing on. Here's Queasy Vino. Yep, there it is. Queasy Vino take their high ground. They have made endgame 4 times, and all 4 of them they have been on high ground. We have the undisputed kings of high ground right now. You can say Zayt was the high ground king before. You can say fucking Arab if you want to. I don't care. But right now, absolutely no debate is Queasy and Vino.
It's Refsguard. It's Refsguard's the best high player.
It's Refsguard. It is Refsguard, apparently. Seti and Kami, though, in the mid ground. 48 above. Chapix trying to hit the pad. One of the first times we've seen Taste and Chapix endgame. That'll be interesting to see. The first time, I think you're right. Yeah, 2 pads. Edgy Acorn. Need to have a good game here as well. 111 above. One of Chap's disciples in this one. Vino Queasy still have that high ground. Waylon Reed, if they watch that replay back, they're going to have to be so mad at themselves, man. But Queasy, 27 builds.
That's massive, actually, for them. Second height is also Tayson and Chapix right now, and they're another team who's choppers. Second height and moving is usually the time they're going to go to take it. So if they're starting to low down, I was going to say run down on height, but no, all of a sudden they've run out of match as well, so I take it completely back. So
who's going to have it then?
The first end game they've made, and they only got 27 points.
That is unfortunate. But I mean, Acorn Edgy here in mid ground, they don't look too healthy, but honestly, and we're not seeing too many healthy teams. Dukes and Clicks still shambles. We have not identified who are our healthy team in this lobby. There has to be one duo right now that is a healthy duo in a good position. Queasy Vino, good position, healthy, but no material, and that is going to be sketchy. But so far, I'm seeing nothing in the feed that would indicate that they're going down. We see Clicks and Dukes go down on spawn. Queasy and Vino, can we see the mass? They haven't got the refresh. They haven't found it. This is it. This is what happened earlier in the day when they went down. Center Cold took them out. If Queasy Vino get the refresh now, I am fully convinced they'll win this game, but they need the refresh. This is the most important kill of the day for them.
Yeah, they fully choked that last time. The top 3 teams are all still in this as a duo as well. As I say that, I think there's a knock on to Tripper. Yeah, Tripper goes down, so now it's Thomas left as a solo.
Vico had 10 kills when Vico had 10 kills when he took down Tripper, and then, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to have to jump back in the VODs and have a look. Reed's still in it as a solo, though.
Reed's still going solo, and is he going to be able to put the pressure on Queasy and Vino up above? Seti and Kami have dropped down. Chicho takes down Edgy. Thomas takes down Walk, so Thomas still going in this one, though. Queasy goes down to Reed, so Queasy does fall from the Reed spray, but Vino's on the high ground. Vino could win this. Kami and Seti, the only healthy duo I think that I can see. 5 teams, 7 players. Acorn, last time in this situation, game 1, clutched up a second. Can he do it as a solo? Thomas goes down. Seti and Kami. Acorn is going to get at least a top 3. He goes down. It's Seti and Kami versus Vino. Vino as a solo. Can he do it? 10 builds for Seti. Kami's got a decent loadout as well. They are healthy. They have good weapons. They have a decent material, enough to work with. Vino has 16 builds. And Vino, oh my god, Vino's face. Did you see that? Vino's face. Seti or Kami hits him with the big ranger shot. I did not see that coming. Neither did Vino, but we're going to have an EU leaderboard, Reese. It's an EU leaderboard.
EU leaderboard, as always, no surprise. Kami and Seti have the little victory royale sandwich, winning game number 1 and now game number 6 as well. Ooh. Again, we saw it after game number 1 when you look at the cams, cold in their presence. Don't even celebrate the win because it's not over yet. I know Reno's going to be happy about that one.
Oh, I'm so sad that Reno's not there as well. I feel so bad for him. He's done so much for the comm scene at the moment that he should have been here.
100%. 100
He's
million
watching, though.
percent.
Oh, wow.
He is. He'll be cheesing.
There's no debate.
Cheesing, man.
There was no debate coming into this, I'm not going to lie.
Oh.
Oh, the 40-point gap. Dude, it's a 3-way race for EU, damn it. Queasy and Vino in first. Thomas and Tripone in second. Kami and Seti in third. My prediction's holding up pretty damn well with that one, but I think a lot of people's are. Acorn Edgy in fourth. No longer getting triple conned at Tilted. Huge for them. Joe and Zandy. Zeet and KBR. Man, Zeet and KBR, the highest small region team now. Larson and Smite in seventh. Cold-centered. Vico Marion. Wait, what? Vico Marion with the back-to-back 8s, the 12 Elim 8th. Vico Marion, I think literally the only one of 2 teams today that switched their drop spot on the day, and they're in 9th rather than quadruple conning Tilted. Huge. I think so happy for them.
That's the highest Elim game as well.
Yeah, because Vico got 10. I think Vico technically has the highest Elim game by himself basically at this point. I think we saw one other team with 10, didn't we?
11.
Oh, 11. Yeah, there you go, 11 from Queasy and Vino. So Vico almost has the highest point game by himself, and he does with Marion. Fatch and Pams do. Pink and Anas, Trulex, that's going to be Kuel, Bevies, Clicks, Avery, Faison, or PHZin, sorry. Oh, man, Merum and Zagu down in 18th.
Wow. Look at the match history change.
They were
4th, 22nd, 25th, 45th, 4th. Those last 2 games were stinkers. I'm not gonna lie.
Really brutal. Then we have, oh, sorry, I'll turn my camera off just so you can see the numbers properly. Sorry, guys. Then we have Bad Sniper, Malabuka, Macwood, Epic Whale, Rifty, Savage, Clown, Ed, Alex, Barker, Tayson, Alice, Andalex, Hyjo, Artor, Yanis, that'd be Falconer, Zhu, Miro, Peppo, Chimp, Hen, Rays, Walks. When did Henan? Wait, Henan. They've had that one game. I was like, how are they in 40s with a second place? They had one game. Rays, Walks, Muzz, Aqua, Favs, Spy, Jace, Novice, Swag, and then Jamper.
Man, that hurts to see Aqua in under like 40th and Booga at 37th.
That's crazy. What the hell is happening?
To see that.
Oh, it's biggest surprises. So what do we got? We got Bugamiro.
Bugamiro, okay, let's start at the bottom of the leaderboard and make our way up then, because that's the easiest one. Jamper Peterbot being last, I think, is a big surprise, right? There's undoubtedly that's a massive surprise.
Huge. Yeah, that's huge.
As I scroll further up, I'm not as surprised that like Aqua and Reason are in 44th, because I think the 3 teams that were going to contest there, they can't all be in the top 20. I thought Tayson's team would do the best, but ultimately it's like, triple conned, something's gonna go wrong.
So what's the condo fight at? What do we got for the condo fight? Well, where are we at for the condo fight? What are the scores?
No one's winning any of that.
Yeah, but like what place are we in?
Yeah. So 44th is Aqua and Reason right now.
Yep.
Tayson is 29th
with
63 points.
Yep.
And then Malabuka's 20th, I think. Malabuka is 20th.
Yeah, so like
with 87.
Yeah. So kind of how we expected. Like one of them could maybe, like I was expecting one of them to pull ahead a bit, and I thought it would be Malabuka because he's kind of staying the most out of the kind of ego battle on spawn, but it's still like 20th. Yeah, like, and I think that's good. Like I was expecting the absolute max for one of them to be is top 15 after 6 games. Absolute
I thought one of them would be top 10 just if they just run away with it, but quite surprising.
I think Clicks and Clicks and Pink splitting I think is a big surprise. And where are they at? Where
Pink Pink is 11th.
Yep.
Which is very good.
Wow, yeah.
Clicks is 15th.
Yeah,
so
wow. So like well Clicks and Pink splitting and it's working. That's the surprise. The fact they're splitting and the fact it's working.
I think both of those teams are like a 5th to 15th caliber team anyway. Like in this lobby, I think they can be a top 5 team, but I think if I was going to put them anywhere, it'd be 5th to 15th. So like, I think they're playing well.
Well, I mean, Clicks and Dukes have had no practice this season. When they make a lead, they're not taking it seriously. They quit halfway through, I think, one of the only finals they made. Like I said, Dukes has been like depresso mode. Pink and Anas have also been getting conned a lot, I think, but still like just haven't really seen that much from them. So yeah, I think honestly, an 11th and 15th is maybe where I would have even had them. I think Clicks is doing better. Whatever's changed, he is doing better splitting than when he had the whole loot to himself on NA East unconned. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
All right, what else we got? Well, we did, so it's kind of hard because it was a surprise halfway through Asia and Brazil. Now it's kind of leveled out. Yeah.
Okay, another massive surprise. Vidil Janice in 34th.
Yes, wow. That is a crazy one. What do you think that's from? Just not grinding?
The thing is, like, I know Vidil's been playing a bunch of Overwatch, and like when they won FNCS, they were full grind in the full season. So I don't know what that full situation has been this season. I've not been watching as closely,
we can use the zone excuse, chat. We could use the zone excuse, and they always naturally play zone more, but Reese is not given the zone excuse because again, Joe and Zandy down here in 5th. So you know what I mean? All right, Maris, we'll do it there. Chat, we'll draw the giveaway now. We don't have to keep saying Queasy. Thank you. Appreciate you guys for jumping in that one. But we're good. We're good. I want to see chat's interaction as well now. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the subs. What else we got? What's the other surprises do you think?
Just keep scrolling up. I think a lot. I think Epic and Reet being 22nd. Maybe it's not as surprising when we actually talk about it. When they like, I think just at face value, just seeing that, you're like, oh, I wouldn't have expected that. But ultimately, when you actually think deeper about it, I think maybe that's like not so surprising.
It's fine. I think the biggest, chat, just don't worry. Everyone will stop. It's fine. I think the biggest problem there was, we just saw Epic Whale and Reed just got, and chill. It's fine. It's fine. They got bitched out of high ground by an 80 HP player. Like, it was an 80 HP refs guard as a solo, and they didn't even try to fight him. They just left. They just didn't do it.
Yeah. Something's up. Like, thing is, see with them, if for a small region like NA West, if Epic, Will, and Reet were winning tons of cash cups, if they're winning FNCS, placing top 3 every time, I'd be like, okay, this is a shock. But when you look at the performances, you know, you're seeing like that dominance is not there on a consistently small region. So, you know, now that I see them perform at a big tournament and I see the same kind of performance again, I'm like, okay, you know, this is something now I expect.
Kuehl and Yumi in 13th. That is an interesting one as well. I would say that's a pretty big one. Kuehl and Yumi. It was a 16th I said, wasn't it? A 16th, I think. Yeah, 13th. Sorry, 13th. Even better. 13th. That's good. That's very good. And like where the zones, they've kind of been like they drop islands, so like but also like not completely no. How'd they go game 5? They came 18th in the game 5 that went really far away from them. And what did they come? What was the other game? Game 2. And what was their game 2? Okay, the game 2 was their worst game. No, second worst game, and that was the South Zone. But like I'd still say that's pretty impressive. Who else we put? I think Larson and Smite 7th. That's definitely a big one too. Larson and Smite 7th is crazy, and they were 3rd going into the last game.
Right. They were. Yeah, like I think just the fact that they've been contested off spawn, they've been fighting every game is just like surprising. Full stop. You know, and the fact that they're doing that good, it doesn't even matter like what happens after that. The fact that they've done it as well as they have, like. They've already got the props, you know.
True. I mean, and same. Yeah, I think that's also good. Centered. I think the centered one too. Centered and Cold. And where are they at right now? They were looking real good. Centered and Cold in 8th, and that was they were 5th. They even went down, but that's still great. So that's like Centered and Cold 8th.
Didn't drop as far as I thought, because I thought they were going to drop to like 10th, 14th based on how close it was. But no, they didn't actually go down that far.
Okay, Chad, Edgy and Acorn's a hard one because you want to say it's a surprise, but not because the map changed. If you guys didn't see, so the way it was working before was you had Vico and Marine in here. That is when everyone had Acorn and Edgy not doing great, because 4 teams Tilted can't handle. 3 teams it can. As soon as Vico and Marine dropped over here on Retake and Novice, that we as soon as we saw game 1, me and Reese literally said we can see Acorn and Edgy now getting a top 10 or top 5. And they are now top 5. So it's a surprise, but it's not. Because as soon as the drops changed, that was it. They were looking fantastic. I think that's 100%. Vico. I think Vico and Marine. Vico, Marine.
Yeah.
One of... So what was that? So what are they in place right now? The Vico, Marine are in...
They're 9th.
9th. And they're one of 2 teams to change drop spots. So one of 2 teams to change drop spots. That's huge. Changing drops on the day of Invitational. Who was the other team you were talking about? It's an EU team, wasn't it? And you kept saying, every time we tuned in on them, you were like, they did change their drop. You kept saying it. I think they changed their drop to drop. They're dropping up here somewhere in this kind of an area. Chad, do you know who it is?
No, Zagud Meram dropped in that way.
No, but there's someone else. I swear you were saying someone changed their drop. There was another EU team that we watched a few times, and you kept like, you kept mentioning like, yeah, they changed their drop. We saw them a few times in a weird spot.
I'm just looking around.
I don't know. Is it Artor? Might be Artor.
Oh, it was Artor. You're right. Yeah. So Artor, if you look at the map down at the bottom, but it seemed like he was more on the hills. Yeah. But it seemed like, I mean, they have the fastest rotations in the world. So
were they kind of like dropping a different area around here or something? Were they?
No. I think they were up. So
they went up north.
Where Ketos is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pointing with my fingers if you can see that. But
they were dropping over here.
That's their normal drop spot. So I think they were contesting that, which actually, when we saw Ketos and Pizin start to do much worse, was I think when they must have started changing drop spots.
Let's see it.
Now they're down to 17th.
They're 17th. So what's their match history? Oh yeah, that's looking like they started getting conned. Yeah, you're right. And then where's Artor and Mixon? They'd be down lower because they switched later. I'm guessing.
I don't know how well.
Where's Artor and Mixon, chat?
They are 33rd. Yeah, I mean their last 3 games. Yeah.
I think they switched their drop. I think maybe we'll see. We can watch replays later, but that's a maybe. But I think only so. Either way, Vico and Marine are either the only team or one of 2 of the only teams that switch their drop spots, and that's got them into 9th. And it was on the team that I did definitely predict was going to get dropped on. Like they had a target on their back.
They really did. That was going to be obvious. What else? We got Smith Morrison, Zed and KBR. Like very exciting.
Yeah, Zed and KBR, 100%. Cool. I don't know anything about him though.
Neither do I.
Chat, Zed and KBR. What do we got? What are we working with?
One of the only teams that I've not actually VOD reviewed from at some point.
Do we have any
stats
stats on them? What do we got? What do we got here?
Yeah.
We got Zed, 1 FNCS solo all-star, 37th, 47th, 47th, 44th, 40th in Elite Finals this season. Holy shit. Awful surge / fighting problems, dying between 15th and 41st in 23 out of 24 of their final games. Both bad, but Zed more to blame. I have never seen Kinch go this hard on a team.
Kinch.
Okay,
Oh
Kinch.
my god, Kinch.
Holy shit. Okay, that's got to be the biggest change. Dude, they couldn't even... They cracked the top 40 once on Brazil.
I do remember that.
And they're in 6th.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
Oh my.
Okay, yes, that's got to be probably the biggest change of the day. Where are they dropping? Oh, they're over here. They're in the south of. This is my no builds drop. I'd like to say it's pretty solid.
I saw you got shit on the other day.
Shut up, fuck you.
Guy in a tree killed you.
I did. Yeah, that was pretty rough. To be fair, I'm blaming no audio for that one. Leave me alone. It's not the drop's fault.
Okay.
That was Swearen's fault. But yeah, no, okay. Wow, that's really impressive. That is a huge turnaround.
I don't think there's really any other surprises. You know, obviously we saw Zagu and Meram do good, but they started to drop down a bunch now. The last like 3 games.
That's really unfortunate.
Hopefully they can bring it back tomorrow. But like they've definitely like surprised and pleasantly, you know, I think the whole world is more aware of Asia now.
Kinch just primed. He said, okay, have my prime. I went a little hard on them. I mean, no, but like statistically, like, okay, like the last one was a little bit personal. That last line was probably a bit unnecessary, both bad. But statistically, they cracked the top 40 once on Brazil. Like that, you're allowed to say they are underperforming. That was not a favorite coming into it. That is crazy turnaround for them. I wonder what have they changed? Like how? Like, if this was online, you guys would say they're cheating. If they went from those placements, if this was like somehow an online massive tournament of this caliber, you would all say they're cheating. There's just no way you go from that turnaround. That's crazy. Dude, look at that stat. They made it top 15 once in 24 final games. Reese,
they made all of them.
No, they made top 15 once in 24 games.
They made the elite finals at least every time.
But they got top 15 once. I think you and I could maybe do it more than that. Maybe. That's a bit much. But then full credit to them. A 4 Elim 7th and a 3 Elim 9th and a 4 Elim 13th. That's crazy. Good shit. Maybe all of Brazil's cheating, but them, maybe. Do they have like terrible ping or something? Like, okay, calm down. That was a stretch. I'm sorry. No disrespect to my Brazil region. I'm just saying, maybe we hit like a lucky one pump. Like, I don't know.
I'm going to open up a replay from Brazil and just quickly see, like, because there's like a bunch of games where I'm looking 34th, 31st choice in like in their own Elite Cup. And I just want to see, like, what the hell are you guys doing to go so badly there?
There's a lot more to be as expected as well. I don't know if as expected, chat, like Queasy Vino, Thomas Tripper.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shock there. I just can't believe they made it to endgame 4 times and had fight every time.
That's very true.
Who do we think is going to actually potentially disrupt Queasy and Vino high ground tomorrow?
No one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think like they're going to lose it in some games, but unless, you know, in all honesty, I'm not as versed on who in other regions is like the height guys, but like, you know, I know Aqua and I know Queasy, and like unless Aqua manages to do something off spawn,
Aqua needs to make it 100%.
Yeah, I think like. They're just going to continually have free reign.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think that's it. Guard, of course.
Acorn, Acorn doesn't go high ground like ever. Acorn edgy 100% in mid ground. It's going to be probably Kanata if Kanata and Macwood can start making end games with better zones. I'm guessing South zones will favor them more. I know we're not giving zone excuses, but if you're a brand new team going a drop spot neither of you have ever gone before, that's where it starts to get brutal. Where South zones, Kanata and Macwood can probably do a little bit more. And then maybe go for high ground, but I don't see anyone taking high ground off them more than once tomorrow if they're on it. Like if they get to end game and they take high ground, I think one game is the one they lose. That's it.
Does either of those top 3 teams get conned tomorrow?
No. Right? No. No, that'd be full fucking weird. Like, nah, I don't think so. Not at a LAN. I don't think so.
Question though. Pablo and Swag were initially going to contest north side of Sleepy, where Vino and Queasy land. That was their original plan because they need the boat. They're second last.
They're in 49th. they don't have much more to lose, but bro, you'd be like, your career's like, your perception from the community is in the fucking toilet. Whether that bothers you or not, they're already signed to orgs, but that's crazy. Do you reckon there's a chance? I would be so sad.
I think there's a higher chance of someone landing on Cammy and Seti, quite frankly.
Yeah, me too, actually.
That's what happened last season.
Oh, let's do a prediction, chat. Let's do a prediction from all of you guys. So, how many teams switch drops tomorrow? How many teams do you think realistically completely change their drop tomorrow? Out of the entire 50 lobby, how many? I'm saying 4. I'm saying 4.
None.
Wait, you're going none? It looked like someone was saying like
none.
3, 4, 5. You're saying none. Kami splits biggest fear.
None.
Blood's agreeing with you that Kami's the target.
Yeah, definitely. It's the easy one to do, in my eyes.
Who may get dropped on? And we're saying Kami Seti. We're thinking Kami Seti is the main target tomorrow, huh? Damn.
Unfortunately, I think that's the easiest, you know? And I don't think any team should. It'd be stupid, but like if you're going to pick someone as like a drop spot to go to,
it's a good drop spot. It's a wide one, and Kami and Seti aren't historically the best spawn fighters.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Damn.
So I mean, I don't think anyone should. I really like Rifty and Grolls is in 23rd now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't think that either.
I hope no one does. I genuinely hope no one does. Not because like they're protected and you can't drop on them, but I mean, Kami and Seti would be the one that I would accept as maybe you thought it was better for your tournament. My chat's going to be completely AIDS and it's going to be so painful to deal with. But that's the one where I can argue maybe you thought it was better. I feel like any other drop spot swap onto any of the top teams in the top even like 10 is just a personal vendetta. There's nothing, or just
I agree.
You're
I agree.
either trying to be scummy, trying to get clout, or you don't like the person, whatever reason. There's only Kami and Seti could you feasibly argue that it made sense strategically. Everyone else, it makes no sense.